Disruption versus dysfunction. These two get confused all the time because both create tension. Both interrupt what's normal. Both make people uncomfortable, but they are not the same. And if you don't know the difference, you will resist what's necessary and tolerate what's harmful. That matters. What disruption is. Disruption is intentional. It challenges what isn't working. It questions what's been normalized. It brings truth into spaces that have avoided it. Disruption creates tension, but it has direction. It's not random. It's not reactive. Disruption is aligned with change. What dysfunction is? Dysfunction is unaddressed. It shows up as patterns that repeat without accountability, without clarity, without resolution. It looks like miscommunication that never gets corrected, blame instead of ownership, avoidance instead of action, behavior that gets tolerated instead of addressed. Dysfunction creates tension, but without movement. The difference? Disruption challenges the system. Dysfunction protects it. Disruption says, this needs to change. Dysfunction says, this is just how it is. One creates clarity, the other creates confusion. One moves things forward, the other keeps things stuck. Why this matters? Here's where it gets real. Dysfunction often feels normal because it's repeated, and disruption often feels wrong because it interrupts that normal. So what happens? People resist disruption and tolerate dysfunction. And that's how broken systems stay in place. Liberation. Stop normalizing what isn't working. Liberation is recognizing the different. It's the moment you stop calling dysfunction just how things are and start asking, what are we avoiding? Because what you tolerate will always continue. Visibility. See the patterns clearly. When you look honestly, the patterns becomes obvious. You begin to see where accountability is missing, where conversations are avoided, where the same issues keep repeating. No justification, no minimizing, just clarity. Transformation. Choose to disrupt intentionally. This is where leadership shows up. You don't disrupt to create chaos. You disrupt to create movement. You address what's being avoided. Challenge what's being tolerated. Shift what's been normalized. And that's where transformation happens. Integration. The reality. Here's the truth. If you avoid disruption, you will live in dysfunction. If you tolerate dysfunction, you will resist change. But when you disrupt with clarity, you create the opportunity for alignment. Closing reflection. Where am I tolerating dysfunction? What disruption am I resisting? What needs to be addressed clearly and directly. Final truth. Disruption is not the problem. Dysfunction is. And if you don't challenge what's not working, you become part of what keeps it in place.